Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for our playthrough of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. So this is going to be episode 1, where I play through the entire campaign of Ghost Recon Future Soldier, including the Raven Strike DLC, and this is something that's been requested here on the channel for quite some time, and being the fact that we haven't got a lot of information about Ghost Recon Breakpoint, with the AI teammates supposedly coming sometime during the summer, it is the first week of June, and obviously there is a lot going on in the world, so we don't exactly know what timeline we're going to have on the next update, as well as with the AI teammates, but I wanted to go through and play Ghost Recon Future Soldier's campaign. For those of you that may have never played it, this will give you guys a little bit of an insight to the story and the lore of a lot of the characters in Ghost Recon, and I really hope that you guys enjoy the series. So first things first, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a backstory when it comes to the timeline of Ghost Recon Future Soldier, because in the real world, Ghost Recon Future Soldier was released in 2012, Ghost Recon Wildlands was released in 2017, but Ghost Recon Wildlands does take place prior to the events of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. So when it comes to the actual Ghost Recon timeline, in July of 2019 is when Kingslayer team led by Nomad under Operation Kingslayer is sent to Bolivia to disrupt the Santa Blanca cartel. That took place in July of 2019. And then moving on to some of the events in Ghost Recon Breakpoint when it came to the flashbacks, in February of 2022 is when Cole Walker and Josiah Hill and Nomad partake in the covert operations in the Middle East. We saw several cutscenes and stuff in Ghost Recon Breakpoint that was showcasing the events of that, which was in February of 2022, and then Ghost Recon Future Soldier starts up in March of 2024, which is when Joe Ramirez's Ghost team is sent into Nicaragua, which you guys will see here in episode 1. That is the first mission of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. And then in the year 2025 is when the naval cargo ship, the USSC, sinks near the Aroa Archipelago, which kicks off the events of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So all of the events of this campaign that you guys are about to see takes place about a year before the events of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and around 5 years after the events of Ghost Recon Wildlands. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys that as a timeline, so you understand where this game takes place and where it fits into the story of Ghost Recon. But if you guys go on to enjoy the video and you want to see more episodes of the series, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all content surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint, the next gen consoles, as well as the remaining episodes of this series. But without further ado, guys, let's jump into the first mission. And there he is, the legend himself, Joe Ramirez.
Targets marked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop smoke. Secure the convoy. Engage all targets.
This game gives me chills playing this again.
Close on the target. Okay, let's go.
This was such a good game. I would almost say that this was a game that was ahead of its time.
Move up. Activate thermal. Contact. Left, watch left. Target down.
Whoa. Dude spawned right in front of me.
Watch out! That's it. We're clear.
That's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Copy, Predator. Get a feed on that cargo. We'll verify from here.
Roger.
Form up on me. Eyes up. I don't want any surprises. Griffin, you reading this?
Roger, we're capturing. We'll do a comparison to be sure, but it's looking good.
Copy that.
What the hell? God, man, you should have got out of there.
Predator, get out of there!
Oh! Get clear! Get clear! Move! Run! Go! 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 Go!
Damn it, don't talk to me. Scramble the recovery team. I've got men down in the field. My whole team's down.
And a quick note with the fans of the series, this was something that was really messed up at the start of this game because Joe Ramirez was somebody that made their first appearance in Ghost Recon 2. He also played alongside you in Ghost Recon 2 Summit Strike, Advanced Warfighter 2, and then they don't even let him get 10 minutes into Future Soldier and he dies. That was one of the biggest things when it came to him as a character. And honestly, I think a lot of people would love to see a return of his character, being the fact that he was so iconic and he got cut so short into this game.
Major,
Gentlemen,
Hey, Scott Mitchell.
we loading up?
when we're done here, our unit's never been hit this hard before. And why don't you just take a minute, share a word, say a prayer if that's your way.
We're good to go, sir.
All right then, let's go get these sons of bitches that did this. Details will be on your MRTs. The bomb that killed our men was headed for our southern border. They paid a steep personal price to stop it. But that's the cost we choose to bear for our nation. The cost that Ramirez, Allen, McGann, and Haynes chose to pay on our behalf. Their sacrifice was not in vain. Let's just make sure we don't have to make the same one again. That bomb had to pass through a lot of hands to end up where it did. One of the men in the chain, Gabriel Paez, wants to come in. And Paez is a mid-level drug runner and a new kid on the block in gun running. Sounds like he bit off more than he could chew, and now he wants out. He claims he didn't know the bomb's target. Blah, 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 I don't care. Paez is a loose thread. Time to pull.
All right. Ironically, going back to Bolivia to try to capture a drug runner.
No. Espera. No me importa, cállate ya. Ya te lo dije, Paez no está aquí. Bueno, no está ahora. Es que no apareció, no es un fantasma. Localízalo. Ay, idiota.
Clear.
Overlord, this is Hunter. We're at the rendezvous, but no sign of the package.
Copy that. What's the situation?
Messy. House is ransacked. Paez must have bugged out.
Understood. We'll track his cell and try to get a fix on him.
What do we do in the meantime?
Keep our eyes open and get ready to do some hunting.
Hunter, Overlord, we've got Paez on comms. Patching him through directly.
Hello? Are you there?
Mr. Paez, my team's at the rendezvous, ready to get you out.
Someone tip them off. They're after me. I'm on the move. You'll have to come to me. Demark it. Hurry.
Also, for those of you guys that did not know, for those of you that played Ghost Recon Wildlands, the character that you actually play as in this game is Kozak.
Move to cover.
Stay out of sight. Hold your fire. We need to see if there are any more around. Deploy a sensor. That'll give us a better idea.
And I do have to say, I wish they would bring back this Ghost team, because with Ferguson as Ghost lead, he's such a good character with Kozak, 30K, and Pepper.
Killed. Target down. That's it. We're clear. Get out of here now.
Man, move, bro. Yeah, this is such a really cool Ghost team. I would love to see them bring this team back.
Get a sensor online.
Hostile contact. Dead ahead.
Búsquenlo al país. Tiene que estar por aquí.
Protect the VIP. Engage all hostiles. That rings the bell.
I'm moving. 12 o'clock!
Hostile down. I'm suppressing. Reloading.
This dude is dug in like an Alabama tick.
They're on the move! Roof! On the roof!
Yeah, and the bullet penetration in this game is... You can just about penetrate every object.
He's down!
Hunter, this is Twisting. We're gonna make an attempt at the LZ, see if we can pull the VIP out.
Twisting. Be advised. LV is hot.
Understood, Hunter. We'll do our best.
Meanwhile, this dude just standing out in the middle of the open.
Hurry up.
RPG!
Watch it, incoming! Sorry, Hunter. It's too tight down there. We're gonna have to bail.
Twisting. Get clear. We'll rally at secondary.
Roger that. Good luck.
Target down! Let's finish him off!
Suppressing.
Watch out.
Contact! Right ahead!
I'm being shot. Where the hell are you?
Hold it! Stop! Left! Watch the left!
¡Quítanse ya, cabrones, con espanto! ¡Váyanse ya! ¡Lárganse ahorita!
Lee, moving.
Oh, yeah. The suppressing fire, dude. The suppressing fire feature in this game,
Form up on me.
man.
We've got some climbing.
There was somebody that had you pinned down, you could not do anything.
We've got a fix on the VIP.
That was in multiplayer, too.
For you.
Copy that. You sure he's worth the trouble?
That's a negative. But DIA wants him, so we deliver.
He knows we're the good guys, right?
He knows we're his only way out. That's gonna have to be good enough.
Doesn't seem too happy about it.
If he survives, I'll be sure to remind him of his good fortune.
Let's see what's inside. Get a sensor in there. Hostiles. Set up to breach. I got 4 hostiles squatted right ahead of us.
Keep moving! Hostile down!
Hostile down.
Overlord Hunter, you got a status on the package?
Still on the move. Thermals are showing a lot of activity. The whole area's stirred up.
Search parties?
Mixed with civilians. Watch yourselves. Watch your targets.
Roger that.
Yeah, that was one of the first times they instituted the like the slowdown animation of like the breach and clear,
Go. Get moving.
and that was like iconic at that time.
They're moving to cover! Hostile! Crush one! Sensors up! Suppressing! Target down! I'm reloading!
Yeah, the sensor grenade was a little bit OP in this game.
On the balcony!
Hostile down! Engage! Get down! Get down! Light vehicle! Be quick. Stay out in the open. Move from cover to cover.
This cover system was legit too.
Where? Ah! Moving, cover! 9 o'clock! Zone empty! Hit him! We got him!
How much longer?
We're working our way to you, sir. Just be cool.
Your people told me they were sending the best. I hate to see your VP.
We're close. A couple more minutes, we'll have you out of there.
Come on, Jones! Get it together! Target down! They're pinned down! They're by those concrete blocks! We gotta reel it now! I'm moving! Scratch one!
This gun actually has a really small mag.
On the ground! On the ground! Get down!
I don't see anybody.
They're in the streets looking for me. What the hell are you doing?
We're clearing them out along the way, sir. Sit tight.
Come on, let's move!
Let's squeeze under here. Watch your heads.
Move, move!
They're on the roof! An RPG! He's down! They're breaking down! Keep the pressure on! Hostiles got an RPG!
Target down!
Damn, dude. I didn't even get to shoot either of those dudes.
Watch it, 3 o'clock! It's a rifleman!
What?
Get to cover! Move!
Reloading.
Let's go, boys. Stack up. This was also kind of another cool mechanic that was also in Army of Two. For those of you guys that played the old school Army of Two, those games, having to cooperate with your teammates and stuff like that to get over obstacles. It was pretty unique at the time.
We read you, sir. Go ahead.
I'm at the safe house. How much longer?
2, maybe 3 minutes. Are you secure? We don't want them to hear us coming. Switch to suppressed.
No, they're right outside. I should never have trusted you. And your people give me assurances.
Just stay calm, all right? Keep your head down. Sir, I assure you we'll get you out. If you do what I tell you.
Just hurry.
Fire! Fire! Come on, Ghost, we gotta move. Deploy sensors. Straight ahead. Looks like a couple of teams. Don't set off any alarms or they'll kill the VIP.
Back one.
Ooh.
If they see us, they'll kill them for sure.
They're looking your way. Watch it. Dropped him.
They'll shoot fires if they know we're coming, so let's make sure they don't.
Yeah, there was a lot of unique mechanics in this game that I think work with a linear game. Obviously, this isn't an open world game. I'm not sure how they would institute this kind of stuff into an open world game. It definitely could be done.
He's in there. What's the count? 4 plus the VIP.
Stack up. We'll go in fast. Check your targets. Execute, execute, execute.
¡El enemigo está acá! Ah, you sons of bitches! Ah!
Overlord, Hunter.
Ah, you sons of bitches.
Roger that, Hunter. Twisting took damage. She's airborne, but we can't risk the
You
burn
call this
again.
a rescue?
The alternate LZ's too hot. We'll have to go contingency.
Change of plans. We're headed back downhill.
I do gotta say though, these outfits are literally the best outfits of any Ghost in any Ghost Recon game. They look so badass.
At least give me a weapon! I can fight!
We don't need you getting shot again, sir. Form up around the VIP. Diamond formation.
All right, let's go!
Get fire on those guys! We're not gonna miss! Keep fire on them! We got this! We got them down!
can't do anything about those guys over there.
Hey, moving. Move. Clear the way. Go.
I would have been better off on my own.
Keep moving. Come on.
God, dude.
Come on.
So many civilians. This guy's an ass. Civilian man.
Keep moving. What? Take down that door.
Get him, bro.